Good morning, everyone. This is Deborah with Hello My Garden, and with our weekly update of our wild area edge. And we had a pretty dry week this week. Everybody around us was getting a lot of rain. There was a cold front that moved through yesterday, and it did not give us any rain. So hopefully we're not going into an episode like last year where everybody got rain around us, but we didn't get anything. So needless to say, plants are a little dry this week. So, but here we go. We have the comfrey, chrysanthemums, and let's look over here. Chrysanthemum and our little milkweed is doing well. More comfrey, our hyssop. And actually, I had added this comfrey. It had been in a little pot. I had been trying to decide where to put it, so I added it to this side. You know, a lot of people seem to think the comfrey likes sun, and I keep reading everywhere it likes sun, but I'm finding that my best growing comfrey is actually in the shade. So I don't, I guess one has to be very cognizant of that these full sun recommendations and sun recommendations definitely depends on where you actually live. And we have quite a lot of sun here during the summer. So cardinal flower, another comfrey, and milkweed. A lot more pods showing up, so we'll have seeds that'll come soon and blow away and start more and more milkweed. Our Rose of Sharon has a lot of flowers. There's a little bee friend right there. Hopefully he's in the picture. We got some more occupancy in our bee house. It looks like another tube or two has been filled. So I think moving it up higher was a good thing. Another comfrey, bee balm, and I did find, here's a fennel. I did find that with my time here, there is also another milkweed coming up. So yay, milkweed. We have sunflowers that that volunteer, and they're popping up everywhere. So that's good. Our mulberry, and I still haven't covered the bark at the bottom, and I hope so far it's okay. I haven't seen the rabbit come back in, so maybe it's okay. And the bronze fennel, and some of the Italian chicory, red chicory, and the other one did get chomped again. Ooh, I stepped in a hole. Did get chomped again, so I'm gonna have to find something to cover it up with, or at least to hide it. So sometimes we can actually hide it with another, maybe a couple other different plants that the deer aren't so interested in, the rabbits aren't so interested in, maybe they won't notice the chicory. There's the common milkweed, and looks like we got some kind of a squash coming up, volunteering. It may not do so well in the very poor dirt out here, but we'll leave alone. Maybe give a little extra water and top dressing of compost or something, and maybe it'll be okay. Echinacea. I pulled out the two plants that seem to be affected by that yellow Astor's disease, or Astor's yellow disease last week, and I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that none of the other plants have it. And I don't see any more with that characteristic green kind of rounded edge flower kind of situation. I don't see it, so hopefully it'll be okay. I have a passion flower climbing all up it though. Sunflower. There's a passion flower. We have bee balm. A volunteer tomato. I put a yarrow plant that had been root bound in a pot, and I just didn't know where I was going to put it. I have a lot of plants still in pots that aren't doing so well just because I just can't make up my mind sometimes where I want to put them. So I actually put this here yesterday, and hopefully not yesterday, a couple days ago, and hopefully it'll do well. It looks like a couple new leaves coming up there, so maybe it'll adapt and be okay here. And I also put in blackberry. This one I bought it as a smaller start from Baker Creek, and I think it shipped to us in April, and I had it in a pot in the house and sometimes outside. Whoops, I just ripped a piece of leaf off. That's not good. And it's actually a white snowball blackberry. I hope it's in the picture. A white snowball blackberry. And so it's somewhat rare from my understanding, at least from the catalog. And so hopefully I'm really excited to see how it turns out. But I planted this a couple days ago and it looks like it's doing okay already. But blackberries seem to be pretty strong over here. And so these are other blackberries that we planted that were actually just volunteered from our other blackberries. So yeah, they're very, very exuberant here in North Carolina, in the Piedmont area. Okay, so this is a melon or a squash volunteer. I think we moved it where I volunteered somewhere else and we moved it here. It's doing good. I have no clue what it is. So it could be a hybrid of what we've had. I'm guessing it's a squash or melon. Could even be a cucumber of some sort. Or maybe a guano melon. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll find out. There's a bigger one in the other side of the yard. But I'm just showing you our wild area right now. So this is the Russian comfrey, or the Bocking 14, I think it is. And it looks like it wants some water. We have the Narrowleaf Mountain Mint with some little pollinator friends there. And our pond that's doing better now that it's covered. Okay, moving right along, our kiwis, hardy kiwis. So far so good. There's some damage from Japanese beetles. Not too bad. Doing well. I'm not seeing a lot of burning, which is good news. I think the bigger the plants get, maybe I spoke too soon. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of dryness going on there. I mean, it's also been dry, but we've been giving them water. It looks, yeah, I don't know. Not sure. We'll see. I think it's looking a little dry. But I think the bigger that they get, the more they will absorb or spread the heat of the panels out, and it won't be so bad. Yeah. This one's looking a little rough, I think. And it's actually the most exuberant one. We also put a Malabar spinach plant here to help also with the covering up the panels and making it a little bit cooler. And it seems to be doing well. And again, here is our hyssops and our cosmos and our stinging nettle. So everything's looking good. So far it's a bit dry. And we're hoping, rain is not in the forecast until maybe Wednesday. But you never know. Hopefully we could get surprised. The weather reports, as you know, can often be wrong. So I hope y'all having a good gardening week, and we will update y'all next week. Thank you. Bye.